It's Week 15 of the NFL, and we've got C.J. Stroud. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Texans and the Titans, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan ball club entering play. They come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners of 4 of 5 before that. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the Titans ready to take over on offense for the first time, and it is the now 35-year-old Ryan Tannehill who leads them out in his 12th NFL campaign.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Here we go. Go.
They'll run it again with Henry. Stiff-armed him. Oh, there he does it again. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. 3 catches, 61 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 45 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. It's caught. Smith. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well-drilled, well-prepared, and excited to start this game. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here you go, right here.
Now Tannehill on third and goal. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt.
Folk's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This taken in at the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week.
16 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Stroud on 3rd down now. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there. Help them relax a little bit.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The Texans at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You talk about this Titan defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
The throwing again is Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th.
Stroud to throw it.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game has been looming on both of their schedules.
3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
At the 49-yard line. Right. Go.
Tannehill. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Tannehill's that's taken in by Okonkwo. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Tannehill. And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stroud. Incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Ty Zentner now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Titan football. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, You've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Fighting through. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one.
And he loses the football the second time. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And now out comes Houston. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Stroud. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Right there, hurt.
2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here. And his throw here is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Again, it's Stroud. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete there to Smith.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Stop shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Will Anderson
in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Tannehill now to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Will Anderson.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Let's go now. Ready.
On first down, here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
That is caught by Dell.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Second and 10.
Hey, man, stop.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds downs after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
And this is caught at the end. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Let's go.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And they are nearing halftime with the Steelers out in front. A touchdown pass there for Kenny Pickett. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were losers in that one to the visiting L.A. Chargers. Justin Herbert leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Amari Cooper, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as all.
This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll go play action here with Stroud. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And the catch made by Hopkins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 20, here's second down and a yard. Now it's Tannehill. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Henry. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Titans take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Houston set to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That is caught. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Pierce on the counter.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Got his man, Dell.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight end.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Robert Woods with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Texans have broken the tie. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Titans now just about ready to take over.
They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill.
That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st. Back to throw, Tannehill.
Got his man, Okonkwo.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Tannehill.
He'll complete this one. Okonkwo.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he's got Smith here. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Tannehill.
Got a man. It's taken for a Titans touchdown. Traquan Smith, his first touchdown of the year. And the Titans have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
And of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And able to get this out to the 25. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Stroud.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Tannehill's that's taken in by Okonkwo.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On second down, here's Tannehill.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Now Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Let's go.
Play action. It's Tannehill. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The offense on third down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Tannehill.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Folks' kick is good.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Automatic first down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he's got room. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
1st down, they go right back to Pierce. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 54 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go again with Pierce. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On the bootleg, Stroud swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Play action. Stroud now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
Here we go.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up now on 2nd and 2. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. His 12th rushing touchdown, his 16th overall. And the Texans have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now Tannehill and the Titans down 24-17. Just under 2 minutes to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw pulled in by Hopkins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Tannehill to Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A short throw taken in by Conquo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Here's 1st down. Throwing Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Tannehill to throw. A check down here for Henry. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
A short game that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here is third down and 4. Going for it with Pierce. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Houston, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.